Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, welcome to my Watertown Memory Wednesday. And today we're going to be working between these two buildings right in here. And the color today is 612. And it's kind of a pale olive green. So, yeah, I thought we'd just work on something other than 3371. Oh my goodness gracious. Hopefully get in close enough to see what we're doing here. And, you know, after I picked this color, I realized it's really close to the color of the canvas, but I just had to do some other color, and it was the only one I could find right offhand with the you know, the symbol number. There's one here, but I see it now, but not sure what color that is either, so we'll go with this today since we already have everything set up. So, are you having a good week? We are at the midway point and my Friday. Woohoo! Yeah, it's been a week. Holy cow. Yesterday was absolutely stunning. We have blue skies, but, you know, the white clouds, but nothing threatening. Didn't rain. It got up to 65 degrees. Yeah, it was awesome. So, yay! I don't know if it's going to rain or do what like the rest of the week, so we're just going to go with today, and it's supposed to be about the same as yesterday, so I can take that. Anything was better than Monday. My goodness gracious. It was kind of slow at work on Tuesday. So not much going on there, but I really didn't expect it to go very fast or have a lot of people or anything, so it's only kind of downhill from there, you know. I have no idea what I'm going to be fixing this weekend. Nothing has entered my brain, shall we say. Oh my goodness. Came home and I had some leftover pizza for dinner and watched a little Netflix, a little YouTube, just kind of chilling. Had a cup of tea. Well, actually I had a couple cups of tea. Seems like I always have the jasmine green tea right when I get home. And then I was having some chamomile tea. That way I'm not drinking, what do you call it, caffeinated stuff. Although the green tea has less caffeine, or they say, than coffee, so and then I just cut out the caffeine altogether about an hour and a half before I go to bed, and that way I can actually sleep nights. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even drink coffee anymore. So that works for me, and I've been sleeping just fine. As far as I know. We don't sleep for a whole, 8 hours or anything crazy. Let's not get too carried away. Maybe between 4 and 6 at this point, so it works. Yesterday was kind of a pick-me-up day from Monday, because Monday was gray, gloomy, cloudy, rainy, snowy. It was like, geez, could we have enough stuff in one day? You know? I don't think I'm gonna make it back down there. So, and, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go one more here. Hang on. Let me get rid of this thread. Put the needle away so I don't poke myself. I have one of my other, let's see if I can get it off of there. My little, I call them needle minders, but they're probably actually refrigerator magnets. And this one is by the Spring Company. And I'm not sure if I have this one, this actual kit or not. So, yeah, it's really pretty. So I have 2 or 3 in the same style, if you will. Oh, well, that's attractive. I picked that up and there was a needle underneath it. Awesome. Let me get this where it needs to be started. And yes, I don't put a knot in there. I just go like 1 stitch over and pull it through until there's about, I call it 1/4 of an inch, maybe a scant 1/4 of an inch. And then I stitch over the top of it, and it does not come undone. And then you stitch, I just pull the little tail underneath, and it gets caught up with all the threads, you know, underneath that. So it works for me. And before I forget, I did have a viewer send me projects that they finished. I'll put those in here. Thank you, Sharon, for sending me those pictures. They're lovely. I adore that turkey. It is just too cute. Great job. You've been cranking them out there. Between you and Sharon Martin, boy, you guys are just burning your needle up. Needle is on fire. There you go. That's what I wanted to say. But great job to both of you. Thank you, Sharon McDonald, for sending in these pictures. Oh my goodness, I wish my needle was on fire, but yeah, I just can't get the gumption up. If anybody else has any projects that they're working on or things that they've finished or they're in the process thereof, I should say, then please send them. Can't get that centered there. Send them to my email address, which is in the description box down below, and I will get them into the next stitch with me as soon as I possibly can. I did a little bit of sashiko. I started a new one. It's kind of on the same material as the last one that I showed you in my floss tube. But this one is, I don't know, it's more of a picture, if you will, of like, it's got a flower in the center, and then it's got some animals, and it's got butterflies, and, you know, just all kinds of things. And I am, oops, I missed that whole thing. Going to try to use different threads. You know, the other one was done all in one color. So this one I'm going to try to change out the colors. You know, like make the flower pink, or, you know, make the leaves green. Oh yeah, there's leaves in it. You know, so we'll see how that goes. it might go a little bit slower, but yeah, really enjoying these little projects like that. I haven't drawn any new patterns lately, you know, that I could do like a pattern, you know, because I have to set up the grid and that kind of thing. And to answer someone's question, no, I have not made a completed project with the sewing machine yet. I've sewed some, what do you call it, windmills, and I sewed some 4 patches, but they're for 2 separate projects, so we'll see. Then I'll have to, I made like separate squares that I'm doing applique on. So, yeah, we're going to go from there. And then just make a little quilt, probably, oh heck, we're going to call them 12 by 20 would be even too much. So, somewhere in that realm about. So we'll just see how it goes. But I did use the sewing machine to make the pinwheels and the 4 patches, so that's about as far as that's gotten. I got hung up on the applique part of it. So we'll see. I watched a YouTube, and I cannot remember who the channel person was, or what the name of their channel was per se, and they were making little bitty things. I mean, the thing that was finished was, what is that? 1.5 inches? But they use these tiny little pieces of, we'll call them foam, to go, you know, what do you call it? You glue it down to these little tiny itty bitty pieces of foam, and then you whip stitch the little squares into a pattern. Oh, heck no. I'd have them suckers stuck to my fingers. It was cute, but yeah, no, I saw that in action. I just couldn't go there. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I thought, oh, that'd be cool to make a little miniature quilt, and in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if the end square is 1/4 inch, then how much on the outsides do I have to put to make it? Yeah. And seeing that that would not even be possible to even sew on the sewing machine, let alone do it hand stitched, yeah, I just kind of backed away. Yeah, before I fell down a rabbit hole. But yeah, I have made small quilts, but not quite that minute. I mean, you could have sat this thing in one of those doll houses. That's how small it was. I was like, oh, heck no. Heck no. It was cute, though. It was a cute idea. Somebody with more patience than me. I think I'll just keep stitching. Oh, darn it. Now I'm running out of thread again. Okay, let me just put that right there. So we got, I don't guess we're building like, let me look over here. No, there's none of that color anyplace else, but it's part of that. Back up. There you go. This comes down, it's the edge of the roof. So the other part of the roof is here, so that's whatever is sitting on that porch right in there. So yeah, that'll be interesting. There wasn't too much of it. There was enough to do, you know, today. But, and the rest of it's just a little tad through here. So, like to build the next building up and not have to use 3371. Yeah, because I've seen it's right up there with those green leaves on the, yeah, on the hairpins. Yeah, what can I say? Excuse me. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. God bless. Keep stitching.